We've got Boston and Houston. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hart. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jay Crowder out there with Johnson. And it's Sullinger, and it's the 5. Thomas passes to Johnson. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Monty Eunice. And there's the 3-second violation. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turns out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
And so it's Houston with it. 4-point game. And Jared Sullinger picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Now, here's Ariza. Here's Beverly. And the 3 off target. Howard kicks to Beverly. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Thomas dishes to Johnson. And the basket good. Crowder's got 5 now.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And here's Parton for 3. Can't get it to go. Bradley with some nice D. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Back to Thomas. Crowder with it. He's got 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Monty Eunice. Johnson with the defensive effort.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Thomas. And again, it's Boston converting. Rockets trailed by 7. Harden the pass to Howard. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Bradley. It's stolen by Ariza. And it's the Rockets on the break. And the jam by Harden.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
Crowder kicks to Thomas. Pass to Sullinger. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Shot's good. Bradley's got his first basket.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
And it's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Beasley comes in for Monty Eunice. Corey Brewer's checked in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. And a new group in for the Celtics. Olenek, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Jerebko comes in for Amir Johnson. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bradley. Here's Thomas. Jason Terry picking up that last basket. Jerebko dishes to Turner. And Olenek kicks to Jerebko.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the key.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of this game. Jerebko hits them both. Rockets trail by 7. Terry outside. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Daniels, he's checked in for the Rockets. The three from Thomas. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Terry, the pass to Capella. Back to Terry. They set the pick. And the pass to Beasley. Kicks it to Brewer. From deep. Shot by Terry, no good. It's deflected. Dishes it to Jerebko. Here's Smart. If that misses, would have counted had it gone in. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Celtics leading by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here. Really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
On the floor for Boston. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Johnson is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Smart in the point. Here's Turner. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
The Rockets making a switch here. Ariza's checked in.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Houston shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Montejunas is checked in for the Rockets.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
And the Celtics making a change here. Olenek's checked in. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Montejunas in the post. Johnson on him. Ariza outside. Crowder with the steal. And here come the Celtics again. Boston with the fast break.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of a hostile crowd? That is a satisfying feeling for the victors. There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were close games.
Howard with the steal. Here's Harden. Throws down the breakaway jam.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
Back up your point about the Celtics being in close games. I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they've played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
The Celtics making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Crowder. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. That one is out of reason.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. Clark, you know, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
And they just refuse to go away and really have slowly worked themselves back into the game.
Greg, I love the fact there's no quitting. They know they can't cut the lead down all at once. They're not trying to bite off too big a piece of the pie. They're chipping away at it, just banging at that rock, and trying to chip away at it. And so far, so good.
And some nice passing there by Houston. They get it back. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Terrian for Patrick Beverly. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Dwight Howard.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Terry kicks to Beasley. Back to Terry. Pass to Brewer. 6 on the shot clock. Crowder with the steal. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. And rejection by McDaniel. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Celtics. Sellinger's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Jerebko comes in for Evan Turner. And Smart subbed in for Avery Bradley. Now here's Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Thomas dishes to Sullinger. He kicks it to Urebko. Outside Thomas. Fires the three. That's good. Thomas got 5.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
23 seconds left here in the second. Here's Beasley. Rebound, Boston.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempt.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Here's Smart. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so that Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Jay Crowder. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Jay Crowder. He's really been playing well.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Houston. Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. And it's Ariza in the small forward.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
Thomas, no good. It's trailed by 10. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. Last season, the Celtics had a solid 19-22 road record, Clark. Not the 500 mark most teams want, but a very good effort from a young team, and no one really expected that.
Yeah, and you think about this team that's still growing and has a lot of youth. I mean, that kind of road record, very impressive. Their fans should be feeling pretty good about what the future holds with this group.
Now here's Thomas. He has 5. And Olynyk kicks to Thomas. Kicks it out to Bradley. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Harden the pass to Howard. The feed to Modiunas. Soft touch off the glass. Modiunas has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Houston. It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Jay Crowder.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that. And, you know, for the Celtics, the actual playoff series didn't go well. They got swept by the Cavaliers, but most people will remember the injuries from the series more than the play, and the Celtics have a bright future, no doubt.
Rockets trail by 11. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Beverly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On the wing, Turner. Guarded by Harden. Bradley kicks to Turner. Thomas against Beverly. Thomas dishes to Olynyk. Out to Turner. Celtics passing it around. Bradley passes to Turner. And Thomas has it in the corner. Bradley drives in. Here's Johnson. Rockets with the rebound. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, listen, it was a forgettable series for Celtics fans. However, the Celtics' young core were able to experience postseason basketball. That's something that you can really never replicate. I'm sure they'll be hungry for more of it, and credit Brad Stevens on a terrific job.
Thomas outside, and that one's good. Thomas got 8.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Harden outside. Here's Howard. No good. So the Celtics will take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Monte Eunice. And then for Boston, Jared Sullinger's checked in for Olynyk. Jerebko comes in for Johnson. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bradley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And Turner kicks to Thomas. Drills the three-pointer. Thomas got 8 points here in this quarter.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough. Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Rockets trail by 19. Feeds to Howard. They need this. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. On the wing, Turner. From the arc. Cannot hit.